Diamond Painting Addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to share with you my updated logbook for 2026. Some of you may already have seen this because I think I put up the link to it on the last Whip-In chat. But if you haven't seen it, I wanted to show you what it looks like, and I'm going to go through some of the changes I made, show you how it compares to last year's and everything. So this year's theme, as you might have guessed, is music. So I have printed mine out so that these will be, they're set up to be in blue. So if you have a color printer, those will appear in blue. Otherwise, you can set it to just print everything in black. So you just got a cover page here. And then the first page here is the event planning page. In the old page, all I had was the date, the event, the kit name, and the size. So people wanted to add the artist's name to it, so I've added a column for that. And then for the date, I've changed this to either the month or duration because typically events last for a month. There are some that last multiple months, so if you want to put that in there, you can. And then we have the size. And then people wanted to know if it was an event, does it have to be licensed? Does it need a new start or does it need a finish? So I just made a column here with licensed, new start, finish, and you can mark those down if you want. If you want to make your other codes for yourself, whatever, do that. That's cool too. So this is for the event planning page. And I personally don't use this a lot, but I know people do. So if you want to plan your year ahead. And then of course, this is just the logbook page, and I didn't make a ton of changes here. So these two pages are meant to be printed front to back, printed two-sided, but I just printed them out because that's how it will print out if you just print out the PDF. So we still have the kit name and the artist name, the canvas size, the field size. If it's off the canvas, full, partial, square, round, special drills, total colors, are there any ABs, pixie dust, crystals, other specialty drills, and then the number of total drills is here. Are the DMC colors on the key? Yes or no? Poured glue, DSA. Some people said I could get rid of that one. I just kept it because I know there's quite a few people who might still have DSA kits. I left the unbox and the kit update. Those were actually requests from people who have YouTube channels. So if they find it useful, I decided I would just leave it. No big deal. The order one is basically pretty much the same. I did have company seller and then website listed. I took that out and just made it company seller. Because like for me, I would just write DAC, DD for Dreamer Designs, or Aloha for Oraloa. I know what their websites are, so I don't really need to write their websites down. Everything else here is the same, but I made it a little bit smaller. And then down here at the notes, because I got rid of a line in the order section, I put more lines for the notes because people asked for that. Is it for an event? And then I did keep the kept, gifted, sold. Some people use that, but I did get rid of all the stars at the bottom, the customer service rating, canvas, drills, all of that stuff. I figure if you need to, you can put that in the notes. And then of course on the back, we've got the time tracker. I did keep the date and hours and minutes the way it is, but I did add a total days tracker since some people track by days rather than hours. And then the two boxes that were here, I combined into one box, and I've got a really faint place picture here. So if you want to keep the big sticker, or if you take photos yourself that you want to put in there of the completed kit, whatever, you have that space to do that. This is the order, by the way, that things are going to print in. This is not the order that I keep mine in. After the event planning, I normally have my stash, and then these two pages come after the stash. Previously, what I had on the stash was just the kit name, the company name, the size, the price, and the kind of drill. People wanted to be able to write the artist name because that's helpful when looking at your stash for events that are related to the artist. Company, the size. I did also add a column for square centimeters here, so if you want to keep track of that. The price, whether it's a round or square drill, and then the done column. So for me on mine, my old one, I would just draw a line through kits that I've completed, but I guess some people don't like that. They'd like it to look a little neater, so they want the little done column. I don't know if I'll use it or if I'll just continue to use my line through, but that's okay. I did discover when doing mine for updated that I don't really know a lot of the artist names, so I should go back and look at that. but I did fill out everything else. So I do think it has enough names. Now, somebody I think asked to put like date purchased in here. I didn't do that. One, because I didn't really have enough room, and two, I just didn't think about it because the way my kits are written here are in order of my purchase. So right now, Dragon Attack is my oldest kit, so it's the first one on the list, and then everything else is kind of in the order that I purchased it. So I work through my list that way. But there's the diamond painting stash. Then we have our diamond painting wish list. This one is still pretty much the same. I did add the artist name to this, but that's all I pretty much did with this one. Then, of course, we have our diamond painting finishes. For the 2025 version, all I have is the kit name, the drill type, date started and finished, and then the time. So we have the kit name, we have the drill count, because some people asked for that, because I guess rather than just counting each kit as a one, maybe they want to keep a drill count versus square centimeter or whatever. So I included that in there. I do have a place for it on the log page, but I could fit it in, so I did. Drill type, date started, finish time, and then a column for whether or not it is for an event that you finished it. I don't know if I'll use the for event column, but it's there if you want to mark it. Then the diamond painting tracker, following the music theme here, you just fill in. I put all of these notes in here so that you can just fill in each time. I think what I'm going to do is I'll fill in the note, and then I'll probably write on the stem of the note what the kit is, just because I like to note on there what the kit is. So if you want to use the tracker, that's how I plan to use it. Again, if you don't like the tracker and you don't want to use it, don't print that page out. You don't have to. And then for future planning, this is basically the same as the event page, but month duration, the name of the event, the kit name, the artist name, if there's a size requirement. I didn't fit on here whether or not it has to be licensed and all of that, but you can probably note that on here somewhere. There's enough room. And that's it. I've printed mine out. You can print yours out on whatever paper you like. I print mine out on heavier paper. This copy right here is just on like copy paper. I have purchased special paper that is a heavier weight so that my ink and everything doesn't bleed through when I'm doing these. So I've already started writing down my stash. So I feel like I'm doing good. This year's book has 4 pages and I'm down to 2.5. So I still have details to add in because those 3 that I told you guys I forgot to add in. So it isn't quite in date order. It is until those 3, because this is the last one I purchased. This Enchanted Dream I purchased January of 25, and that's the last time I purchased a kit, which seems crazy to say. Well, I guess that's technically not true. I think I've purchased that one I purchased in January, and then I did the poppies and the hibiscus. But the hibiscus I already finished, and the poppies will get finished this year. So anything that is currently a whip that I've unboxed, so like my Christmas one, my Little Baker, Naoko, and the poppies that I just opened, none of those are on my stash list because those should all be finished by the end of the year. So there you have it. That is my diamond painting logbook for 2026. I will stick a link down below that will take you to the file folder that has all of the logbooks in it. They should all have a year listed except for the very first 2. There is a smaller one. All of them are 8.5 by 11 except the very first one. And that one is like a close to 7 by 9-ish. These are for the Happy Planner big disc system, the 11 disc system. The small one is for the 9 disc system. So if you want a smaller one, but you have to cut each page down to make it fit, which I did for a while, but that got really annoying. So I just went to the big planner, and then you can just use 8.5 by 11 paper, whatever A that is for people who are not in North America. I don't know. Anyway, and again, if you want some color, then it'll come out blue. I think that's the only page I put color on. Everything else should print out black, or you can just set it to print black and white, whatever you want to do. So leave me a comment down below and let me know, did I hit the mark with most of this? Is there anything I left off that you super duper wanted in there? Because I'll change it again for 2027. I'm sure I will. Also, if you have any other ideas for themes, let me know. I think I've done like fancy script, really plain script. I've done music now. I think last year was a floral pattern. So if you have anything simple, but an idea for a theme, let me know that too. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.